I keep forgetting to order contacts, so you're just gonna have to deal with the light flare in my glasses. I don't know, toughen up. Welcome back to Ruby on Nails, and today, in a little bit of an honor of June, I don't know why I did this, I don't know. In a little bit of an homage to June being Pride Month, I thought it'd be fun to review Holo Taco's Crushed Candy collection. Is that the fuck it's called? No, it's called the Rock Candy collection. I don't know, maybe it's because it's a crushed holographic collection that I keep smushing the words together, but whatever, I'll shut the fuck up. Let's move on. Holo Taco did send me this collection, so do keep that in mind. That's just some information that you can have. Do whatever you want with it. Over the past couple of years, Holo Taco has released several rainbow-themed collections around the beginning of summer. My favorite Holo Taco collection for a very long time was the original rainbow collection in the linear holographic formulation. I'm just a big fan of when you can get a standard wide variety of colors in a single formulation. It makes doing nail art really easy. Over the last couple of years, I've gifted the original rainbow collection to several of my friends and family members. I think it's just a great way for people to have a nice introduction into some more fun formulations and still offer a really good selection of colors. But moving right along, I'm actually surprised that this box is still available. I think Holo Taco has really found a good balance on how many boxes they need to purchase for a launch, so they stay in stock for a little while. I believe we're on week 3 of this collection being available, and the box is still available. I do want to mention it is limited edition, but you're not in a huge rush to pick it up. So that's really nice. Now, I think out of all of the rainbow collections, this box is my favorite. I think it's a nice balance between Holo Taco's urge to be fairly creative with their collection boxes and still representing the collection quite nicely. It has these big triangle holographics on it, and I think that represents the crushed holographic formulation quite nicely and still has that rainbow homage, whereas the last couple of boxes have just kind of been a rainbow gradient with a holographic overlay over the entire box. So I think this is a fun, twist, and it's still quite playful. So I do want to talk about the details of this collection. There are 7 polishes available. They're all still available if you want to get them. They're in that crushed holographic formulation. So it's a little similar to the chunky holographic glitters, but is still in that linear kind of smooth polish family. To me it's like a little bit of a hybrid of the two. Personally, I prefer the glitters, but I do still think this formulation is nice, especially with the added benefit of this collection where there is a shimmer in all of the polishes as well. To me, when it was only the crushed holographic formulation, it was a little lackluster, but I think with this added shimmer, it's really elevated the formulation to a new level that I personally quite like. Now, if you are going to buy the whole collection, it is $98, and if you're going to buy them individually, it is $14.
Well, this is a awkward transition. Apparently my footage decided to crap out halfway through filming everything. So we're gonna do this like a Zoom call. So you can pretend that you're working. I'm sure you love being reminded of that while I finish on yapping. It's fine if you disassociate here too. I know I'm probably going to do that from the embarrassment of this and the technical issues that I should probably figure out because I'm 27 and still have no idea how to work a camera. Let me continue with my thoughts because I think this part of the video was fairly important. I think when you see these things, you should make a note of them. And I have a little bit of a history of doing that when I think images are a little inaccurate to what is being shown online and how they look in person. Whatever. You get my point, okay? Today's shirt really goes for this Zoom call vibe. The note I wanted to make was on the polish Sugar Rush. Now, Sugar Rush is an off-white crushed hollow formula with the shimmer. So it's like all the other polishes in this collection. The thing that I wanted to point out is that in the photos on the website, it looks really white. Now, is it milky white shimmer white? No, it's not. There's definitely a gray tinge when you have them next to each other, but I don't think it's as white as the photos show online. And I especially think this when it is on a darker skin tone. On my skin tone, I would say it looks fairly white, definitely has a gray tinge to it. But on darker skin tones, I just want to give you a heads up that I think this looks a lot darker than the images online. So if you were looking for a really light gray polish in this formula, I don't think this is the one for you. I think it's going to show up much darker than what you're looking for. If you want to buy it, go ahead. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but this is just kind of my interpretation of how this polish would look. Some of the reviews I've seen online shared some disappointment about how much darker it looks. And so I just wanted to give you a heads up. You know, at the end of the day, it's up to you if you want to purchase this polish or not. And I'm not going to tell you what to do. I still like the formulation. I like this color a lot. I don't think I've seen a polish in this shade and formulation before. So, you know, fun time. But with that, I'm going to show you the swatches, and then I have to do an intro like that. So I guess enjoy your lunch break, and we'll circle back. Okay, lunch break over. It's time to actually start paying attention. This is Electric Sweetener, and it is a very purple crushed holographic polish with a blue iridescent shimmer running throughout it. They describe this shimmer as kind of an underglow effect. I think it just looks like a shimmer, and that's just a nice way to describe most. Now, while I didn't particularly like this polish color, I thought it performed quite nicely, so if you're into bubblegum or Barbie pinks, this polish could be up your alley. Again, this is in the crushed holographic formulation, and it has a blue iridescent shimmer running throughout. I do like the blue paired with the pink. It's a very nice pairing. I just think this draws way too much attention to my hands, which is a little bit weird since I am a nail artist. Whatever. Next up is a red that I like to put in the category I call fuck you red, and that is because it is a very bright red. This one is a little bit more orange leaning, which I quite like. I love me a coral red. Again, crushed holographic, but this one has a pink iridescent shimmer running throughout it. I think that kind of helps with the coral feel. Sorry, I'm so sorry, but I like this polish. It performed really nicely. What's better than ketchup? The mustard. This is Sunshine Crush, and it is a very beautiful mustard yellow, or if you aren't obsessed with hot dogs, ketchup and mustard, you could call it gold, but I'm going to call it mustard. This is a very beautiful polish, and I really think that the orange-pink iridescence that is in this polish really gives it that mustardy feel. It's just like slightly tinged orange, and it's so summery, it's so warm. You could call this sunflower yellow. I'm gonna stick with mustard though, because I can do that. Moving right along from my stupidity, let's get on to Sour Note. This is a lime green polish. Again, crushed holographic. I don't know why I keep repeating that. It's an entire crushed holographic collection, but this one has a pink yellow iridescent shimmer running throughout it, and I really like it when there is a yellow shimmer added to a lime green polish. I think it just makes the lime pop really well. This polish performed really nicely. This collection performed nicely. Let's move on. Despite the name Blue Rizzler, this was my favorite shade from the collection. It's a beautiful periwinkle shade, or blue violet, with a pink iridescent shimmer running throughout. I love these colors of polish. Anytime there is one in a collection, that just assume it's my favorite, unless it performs like shit. But this one did not perform like shit, unsurprisingly. Oh look, it's Mommy's Little Disappointment. This is Sugar Rush, and this is what my little spiel was about. This is the off-white shade with a yellow-orange shimmer. That to me sounds like a beautiful combination. However, when I applied this polish, and yeah, it's pretty sheer, it showed up very gray leaning. I do want to note that holo glitter can give a gray effect to a polish, so maybe that's what happened here, is that the base formulation was a off-white and that holo just kind of tipped it over the edge. But I think if that was the case, they should have done some rework. So, now that you've seen the swatches, what do you think? And I realize I said intro instead of outro, so my bad. But yeah, I think overall, besides that one polish, just photography effects, I like this collection. It was just dandy. I really like it when Holo Taco releases their reinterpretation of a rainbow collection every year. It really reminds me of the time where like artists would draw the same image throughout the years, and kind of I find it interesting seeing what changes, what stays similar. That's just explaining how my fascination with this. I was very happy with everything overall. I think the biggest difference is I would replace that pink polish with an orange, so it's a little bit more of like a rainbow feel. Get what I mean? It's a little bit more fleshed out, whatnot. I feel like that would have just really like sold the collection to me. At the end of the day, if I had to choose any of the rainbow collections, I would still choose the OG. I think the formula on that one just performed so well, and it had a really like red to violet, just had a really good selection of colors. Though the dark rainbow one, I couldn't remember all of the rainbow collections when I first started filming this because it's been many years at this point. But the dark holographic rainbow collection was also really nice. I think that's my second favorite if I had to choose. But yeah, that's just kind of me explaining some things. I'm excited to see what Holo Taco comes out with next. I like how their formulations have been progressing throughout the years. They're definitely getting to be more creative now that we've established things. I keep saying that in my videos, but I think it's important to remember that. At this point, their catalog is fucking huge, and now's a good time to play around, and sometimes when you're playing around, you miss some formulations, but so far I'm happy. So if you like this video, hopefully I'll figure out how to work a camera. Not guaranteed, but hopefully one day it'll be figured out and we won't have to do this weird situation again. It does really remind me of when Jenna Marbles would film her old videos on photo booth. So that's nice, nostalgic, whatever. But yeah, if you like this video, and if you like my videos, make sure to subscribe. Videos come out when they come out. You want to see why this video is late? It's because I have a new obsession. That is, it's getting a little unhealthy. I might have hurt my hand. But yeah, I'm making a sweater. But yeah, that's my latest obsession. All of my hobbies are kind of, yeah, besides this, gardening has been taking up a lot of my time. It's like full swing, nose to the grindstone kind of time of year, and besides playing with yarn and dirt, I don't have much free time. So that's why this video is late. Videos come out when they come out. You know, just be happy that we're here together. You know, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys, I don't know,